Mastering Cybersecurity Framework. Only the oblivious ignore the cybersecurity framework's crucial role in saving our organization's skin. Who are the stakeholders that need to understand that the cybersecurity framework is a voluntary, risk-based set of guidelines and best practices designed to help organizations, like ours, manage and reduce cybersecurity risk? And why is it important for them to recognize its significance in protecting our organization's assets and reputation? The stakeholders that need to understand the significance of the cybersecurity framework in protecting the organization's assets and reputation are numerous and varied, and it is crucial that they recognize the importance of this voluntary, risk-based set of guidelines and best practices. First and foremost, top-level executives, including the CEO, CFO, and CIO, must understand the cybersecurity framework's importance in managing and reducing cybersecurity risk. These leaders are responsible for making strategic decisions that impact the organization's overall security posture, and they must recognize the framework's value in identifying, assessing, and mitigating cyber threats. By understanding the framework's significance, they can allocate necessary resources, prioritize cybersecurity initiatives, and make informed decisions about risk management. Next, the Information Security Team, including the Chief Information Security Officer, CISO, security architects, and security engineers, must comprehend the cybersecurity framework's benefits in guiding the development of a robust cybersecurity program. This team is responsible for implementing and maintaining the organization's security controls, and they must understand how the framework's core elements, identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover, can be used to identify gaps in the current security posture, prioritize remediation efforts, and measure the effectiveness of security controls. The IT department, including network administrators, system administrators, and developers, also plays a critical role in implementing the cybersecurity framework. They must understand how the framework's guidelines and best practices can be applied to their specific areas of responsibility, such as configuring firewalls, implementing access controls, and developing secure code. By doing so, they can ensure that the organization's IT systems and networks are designed and operated with security in mind. In addition, the risk management team, including risk managers and compliance officers, must recognize the cybersecurity framework's importance in identifying, assessing, and mitigating risk. They must understand how the framework's risk management approach can be integrated with existing risk management processes, enabling the organization to prioritize risk remediation efforts and allocate resources more effectively. Business owners and department heads, including those responsible for finance, human resources, and operations, must also understand the cybersecurity framework's significance in protecting the organization's assets and reputation. They must recognize that cybersecurity is not just an IT issue, but a business issue that requires a collaborative effort to manage and reduce risk. By doing so, they can prioritize cybersecurity initiatives, allocate necessary resources, and make informed decisions about risk management. Furthermore, employees across the organization must understand the cybersecurity framework's importance in protecting sensitive data and systems. They must recognize their role in identifying and reporting potential security incidents, adhering to security policies and procedures, and practicing good cybersecurity hygiene. By doing so, they can contribute to the organization's overall security posture and help prevent cyber threats. Lastly, third-party vendors and service providers, including cloud service providers, managed security service providers, and consultants, must understand the cybersecurity framework's guidelines and best practices. They must recognize that the organization's cybersecurity requirements are integrated into their contracts and agreements, and they must comply with the organization's security policies and procedures. In conclusion, the cybersecurity framework's significance in protecting the organization's assets and reputation cannot be overstated. It is essential that all stakeholders understand the framework's importance in managing and reducing cybersecurity risk, and recognize their role in implementing and maintaining a robust cybersecurity program. By doing so, the organization can ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of its sensitive data and systems, and maintain the trust of its customers, partners, and stakeholders. As I walked into the conference room, I could sense the unease in the air. Our company's top executives were gathered around the table, their faces etched with concern and confusion. We had just been hit by a major cybersecurity breach, and the fallout was crippling. Our customers' trust was wavering, our reputation was taking a hit, and our bottom line was suffering. I took a deep breath and began to speak, trying to calm the waters. "We need to get back to basics," I said. "We need to understand that cybersecurity is not just an IT problem, but a business problem, and we need to start thinking about it in terms of risk management, not just compliance." The room fell silent, and I could see the wheels turning in their minds. They knew I was right, but they didn't know where to start. I continued. "The Cybersecurity Framework is not a prescriptive set of rules, but a voluntary, risk-based approach to managing cybersecurity risk. It's designed to help us identify, assess, and prioritize our vulnerabilities so we can focus on the most critical areas first." I pulled out a whiteboard marker and started drawing a diagram. "Think of it like this," I said. "Our organization is like a house, with many doors and windows that need to be secured. The framework is like a blueprint, showing us how to identify and prioritize the most critical doors and windows, and how to put the right locks and alarms in place." As I spoke, I could see the tension in the room begin to dissipate. The executives were starting to nod, their faces no longer etched with confusion. "But here's the thing," I said, my voice taking on a more serious tone. "The framework is only as good as the people who use it. We need to involve all stakeholders, from IT to finance to marketing, in the process. We need to educate them on the importance of cybersecurity and empower them to take ownership of their role in protecting our organization's assets and reputation." I paused, taking a deep breath. And that's where the real challenge begins. Because, let's face it, cybersecurity is not just about technology, it's about people. It's about understanding our strengths and weaknesses, our biases and assumptions. It's about creating a culture of security where every employee feels accountable for protecting our organization's assets and reputation. As I finished speaking, the room fell silent once again. But this time, it was a thoughtful silence, a silence that said, "We get it. We understand the challenge ahead of us, and we're willing to take it on." In that moment, I knew that we were on the path to recovery, to rebuilding our customers' trust and our reputation. It wouldn't be easy, but we were ready to face the challenge head-on, armed with the Cybersecurity Framework and a newfound commitment to managing and reducing cybersecurity risk.